Please subscribe.
Daytona is a title with some history. Numerous cars from several automakers have used the moniker, some more especially than others. All take their title from Daytona Beach, Florida, the birthplace of stock car racing. The locale is now home to Daytona International Speedway, host of the Daytona 500 and the Rolex 24 Hours, and a few cars such as the first Charger Daytona were homologation specials or commemorations of race cars. Dodge reintroduced the Charger Daytona title for 2013. It appears in two variants for 2017, the normal Daytona using a 5.7-liter V8, tested here, or as the Daytona 392 using a 6.4-liter V8. Both sit roughly mid-pack in the Charger lineup, which is not much of an honor for the first stock car to split the 200-mile-per-hour mark at Talladega Superspeedway. The 2017 Charger Daytona is basically a Charger RT using special edition add-ons, what Dodge calls the Customer Preferred Package 29S. The items touch pretty much every part of the vehicle, inside and outside, mechanicals included, but it is the exterior which sees the largest changes. Regrettably, those fall short of an enormous wing or a beak nose as on the first. Most notable is a black spoiler and a broad, matte black stripe that stretches across the deck and wraps down on the back quarter panels and contains Daytona lettering. On their own, these visuals do not make much of a statement on a muscle car that already looks pretty competitive, so Dodge turns up the volume by making accessible vibrant retro colors like green go mango, to red, and yellow jacket. It is possible to delete the Hemi hood as well as the Daytona rear quarter stickers for no additional cost, but that sort of defeats the purpose of the Daytona package. The interior isn't quite as outlandish, but it does include loads of features. Unique trim that Dodge calls Carbonite Watch Out, Han Solo resembles a brushed and beaten bit of metal and encircles both the infotainment screen and the gauge cluster, while a separate bit encircles the gear shifter. The raw appearance of the pieces works well with the general subject of the vehicle. The heated front sport seats are upholstered in leather and micro-suede, and there is a power lumbar adjustment. We found these chairs to be uncomfortably company with intrusive bolsters, and the headrests are put at an awkward angle that leaves the driver with a sore throat. The interior is well styled, but a few of the cottage materials feel cheap. The rubbery, textured black trim fit badly, and turning up the stereo volume for tunes with heavy bass resulted in the door panels to rattle. The engines may not be as large as the first Charger Daytona's 426 and 440 cubic inch power plants, but at least they are still substantial V8s. The non-392 Daytona has the exact same engine as the RT, a 5.7-liter Hemi V8, but it includes a Mopar cold air intake and a functional hood scoop. Even though it is not the fastest or most powerful Charger, the Daytona seems like a real muscle car, thanks in part to the active exhaust, now standard on the RT2. There is no turbo hiss or electrical whine. Only a deep, old-school snarl which becomes a bark with the blip of the throttle. Stay on the gasoline, and it lets out a strong battle cry. The 8-speed automatic, the only transmission offered, sends to work to the trunk and produces smooth, well-timed shifts. And a quarter-mile passed by in 13.7 seconds at 105 miles per hour. Dodge also lets the driver fully disable stability and traction control, all the better to split enormous burnouts and create gigantic clouds of tire smoke. That is an acceptable braking distance with this course, but in this particular car, stopping felt somewhat like Wile E. Coyote digging his heels into the floor while the rest of his body lurches forward. The brakes need a firm foot, but after the pads contact the rotors, they inspire confidence. Our test car wore good irregular SA2 tires, rather sporty all-season rubber, But for $395, buyers can have performance tires, which probably would enhance both the stopping distance and the 0.87 grams the Daytona pulled on the skid pad, even though we will mention that the skid pad number already is 0.03 grams better than that of the rear-wheel drive BMW 530i, a car that is significantly lighter and a few $30,000 more expensive. The Daytona might project a crazy and in-your-face picture, but the car's demeanor is calm and balanced. Its electrically assisted power steering is on the heavy side, but it is responsive and fairly exact, if largely numb. This Charger's ride is stiff, which we enjoy, but those searching for more sedate cruising should search for a model with smaller wheels or a milder setup. Our test car had 3 additional alternative packages beyond the Daytona equipment that included some $3,000 into the complete price. For $1,495, the technology group includes blind spot warning, back cross-path detection, adaptive cruise control, forward collision warning, lane departure warning, lane keeping aid, automatic high beams, brake assist, and rain-sensing windshield wipers. The navigation and travel group prices $1,095 and updates the Uconnect system with navigation, SiriusXM traffic, SiriusXM Travel Link, along with the backup camera. The final add-on, the Driver Confidence Package, generally costs $1,395 but is reduced to $550 because it shares a couple of features with the other packages. Here it adds head projector headlights. As a practical muscle car, the Charger Daytona supplies a great deal for its $41,090 bottom cost, but it would be even more of a deal with no Daytona Extra. That exact same money also has the stronger RT Scout Pack with the 485-horse 6.4-liter. The idea for the Daytona is entertaining, but it feels like a vehicle honoring one of the most crucial automobiles and places in motorsports history must sit close to the top of a lineup, not in the center. The only direct link to the first car is the back stripe with the Daytona decoration. A heritage vehicle ought to be recognizable with no title yelling its individuality. This car wants a little reading.